Sonic the Hedgehog, fast, blue and addicted to crack. A childhood icon, a speed demon. A little bit too obsessed with his rings. But then, one day, the internet said,
"Hey, what if Sonic was like evil? Like demonic evil?"
Enter Sonic.EXE, a game so cursed it make Bouncy Buddy look like a Microsoft Jesus. The creepypasta begins with a totally normal scenario. You get a mysterious disc in the mail from a friend, you know, like psychopaths do. Naturally, instead of doing the safe thing and burn it with fire, you plug it in like a curious goblin and run the file. It starts off normal. You're playing as Tails. Sure, the music is strange, but the game is pretty straightforward and everything is chill. Until it very much isn't. The music stops and then you walk slower. Oh, and Sonic? Oh, Sonic's just standing there. Is he fucking hot? This is where the game reveals itself to be less fun platformer and more IRS wanting their money back. The game asks you if you want to participate in a fun game of hide and seek. Sonic isn't your friend. He will not help you. He appears behind you and plays Fall Guy's tail tag. So Sonic touches Tails inappropriately and then Tails cries. Suddenly Tails screams very feminine. Nothing wrong with that at all. Just very unexpected.
"You're too slow. Want to try again?"
No, now you get to play as Knuckles. Basically, Knuckles hits the Michael Jackson and moonwalks towards his death. Or maybe that wasn't meant to happen. Now this secret chapter is called and as you would expect, the world twists and you finally get some elevation to the level. Yes, you actually have to jump in this one. The visual effect here is a simulation of what doing shrooms does to your vision. Not that I know how that works, but I'm pretty sure this is accurate. This game also threatens us with a good time, and I'm apparently next. We're back at the first part of Knuckles' run, and once again, you can moonwalk in order to find a dark, semi-transparent ring of death that literally says die if you pick it up.
Die.
Yes, please. This video has given me depression considering all the fan art of Sonic.EXE. Walking the right way this time, we get the Slenderman static again, with each cut increasing the gore painted in paint.net, and suddenly Sonic is touching Knuckles. He is teleporting Enderman style, avoiding all of my punches, because consent is important. But once Knuckles feels the fatigue strike him, Sonic literally touches his PP, making Knuckles fall and probably die. Next up is Eggman, hitting the fucking Naruto run until a staircase appears, where you obviously need to do a Naruto run moonwalk until the static comes. Now, Eggman is currently in cyberspace, but also not in cyberspace. This is supposed to be hell. Returning to the original part of the chapter, we actually descend the stairs and then another huge flight of stairs. Once we reach the bottom, the walls turn black and Sonic does his infamous stance. But the game hasn't ended yet. You see an ominous text with some pretty chill singing in the background.
"There is a way to release ourselves, a spell to obtain our souls once more. But we must speak it, but when we speak, no sound. We are all deaf."
Now the real Sonic appears as a playable character. Still some static and pretty shitty jump scares. It seems like the game knows who you are, but it's all just a scam, don't worry fellas. The background starts to twist in a red and black pattern, and Sonic.EXE slowly fades onto the screen. But then it jump scares you with Chinese. Now the game actually does end here. You get this ending by collecting all of those rings of death and destruction. Did I mention that before every chapter of the three first characters, you can hear a Zoidberg sound effect? No? Well, now you know. Let's talk about the heavily modified Sonic. New name being X, and no, I'm not talking about Twitter. Black eyes, red pupils, smile like a devious blue emoji. This Sonic doesn't go fast. He goes straight for your Win64 files. At one point, the game literally flashes
"I am God"
at you. If that scared you, then I'm sorry, atheists. God is said to be frightening to us humans, but this right here ain't it. Naturally, the internet ate this up. People were obsessed with the evil Sonic game. Someone probably dated him in a VR chat server at one point. Who knows? And every edgy 13-year-old with a cracked copy of Flash was suddenly making their own versions. Trying to find the original game today is impossible, but on GameJolt there are a bunch of fan games made by kids with arguing parents who also might be getting a divorce. But speaking of fan games, I found such fantastic hidden gems such as Sonic.EXE and Sonic.EXE. Also Sunky.mpeg. I'm not even making that last one up. If you're wondering about the story, here it is. Haunted game disc appears out of thin air. A mysterious developer who had died had cursed the CD. Everyone who plays it dies from Sussy Among Us Skibbity Chungus disease, and Sonic, or X, apparently is a malevolent cosmetic entity who uses your parents' credit card information to steal your literal balls, like they're a rare skin in the Fortnite item shop. Who actually created the story? Who was the author of the creepypasta? Well, it was a guy named JC the Hyena. This guy made the original Sonic.exe. In late 2021, JC was exposed as an abusive boyfriend, manipulator, and have done sexual roleplays with minors. Just like any Minecraft YouTuber who has surpassed a 10 million sub count. And then suddenly he decided to delete every trace of Sonic.exe from his computer and doesn't want to be reminded of the story, nor does he give a shit. Eventually people caught on, writing pretty mid, the scares, JPEG, and the game, literally 12 minutes long. If the Creepypasta wiki took it down for being too goofy, but did that stop the fanbase? No. Like any digital curse, it lives on in remakes, mods, and weird TikToks. You can't kill what's already in EXE. So what have we learned? Don't open cursed discs. Don't trust hedgehogs because they might have rabies. And for the love of my dog, if your game starts saying I am God, maybe you should uninstall that thing and drive over the CD with a forklift. But only if you're forklift certified.
He is still out there, touching it forever.